new button, I want to enter a new, I want to test case. So these are the different, the fields you will get it. So the title means you have to enter, add your title to verify that the login functionality or to verify the functionality of the login window assigned to Mr. XYZ. Then the state. State is a design state. So we will discuss the states and the priority and automation status. Whether are you want to go with an automation, whether are you plan to go with an automation, not automated. So these are the different options are there that we will discuss later on. And these are the, again, the sub tabs are available. So here in tabs, you can add the steps. That is the action we have performed. Now the first option is login to application. Go to the ordering section. Then the third step I have written, that is a double click on the cheeseburger image. And if you want to add it one more step, then you have to click here to add one more step. Now the expected result has been mentioned. That is a check 10 available meals, check 1 added to cart. So now tick mark is, it indicates that you have written a expected result. So this tick mark, it indicates that you have written a expected results. Now if I want to parameterize it, okay, I want to parameterize. So login window, login credentials are there, that is the username and the password, and I have a test data. So I want to drive that test data, so I can create an insert parameter. So it's a @ symbol is there. Now what is the states are available and when to use that particular states. So design state. Design states means the test cases is being designed and not yet reviewed and approved. So we can say that that particular test is in design state. Now ready state. Ready state means it's approved and it has been reviewed by the test manager, test lead, or a senior person. Then the close. The test case is no longer required for a future iteration for this team project. Then the automation status. So whether we are planned, whether we want to automate, not automated. Not automated, it indicates that this is a manual test case. Then the plan means, yes, in future I want to go with an automation. So this is an automated test script. So now this third is an automated. This value is automatically set if an automated test is added to this test case. So how to run manual tests? Now we have designed test cases. Now how to execute this test case? Now we are in a test tab. If you see, we are in a testing center, as well as we have clicked on the another tab that is called as a test tab. So this test tab contains again sub tabs. That is a run test, verify bug, analyze, test runs. So test, I want to execute that particular test case, right click on it, you will get it the context menu. So in context menu you can select the run or run with an option. So run means it simply runs. By default settings would be there, so it will run on that particular configuration. Now if you want to run with an option, so that is a different configurations that if you customize it. Suppose for example I want to run this test on Internet Explorer 7, Firefox 7 or etc. and Windows 2008 server. So that is a test setting, we can do it in the lab center. So this is what the customized messages you will get it. You can run that particular test on particular build, so you will get it that options. And if you click on the simple run, so once you click on the simple run, then you will get it a test runner window. And this is a symbol, this that is test is there, and block test, beside that one symbol is there, that is called as a reset. Now the current status is failed. If you see the status for this test case, it is a failed test case. Now I want to rerun it, re-execute it, that particular test case. So before that I need to go with the step 1. So you can click on the reset button. and then afterwards you can click on the step number 2. So you can run that particular test. So once you select the step number 2, click on the step number 2, you will get it a test runner window. So these are the simple steps are there, and if you click on that particular drop down menus, you have to select a testing center. Then second step is you have to click on the another tab that is called as a test tab. So click on the test tab. Then third step is select the test cases that you want to run it. Now if you see this, you know, the active state is there, and the another state is a pass and blocked and error. So these are the different states are there. So here, if you see this, this is an active test case that I want to run it. So click on the fourth option on the toolbar, click run button. So once I click on the fourth option, so the test runner window gets open. So you can see that click a start button, start test, and option button is there, that is a create action recording. So when I select this create action recording, so whatever the actions I am going to perform, that all steps gets recorded. So once you select that create action recording button. Okay, so suppose for example, if I have a number of iterations, like for example, that is a data driven I made it, and I want to perform the data driven testing. So first I can enter the login credentials like username, enter password, click on OK button. For the second test data, I have to repeat all these steps. So instead of that, you can, first time you need to go through all these steps, and the second time you have to just play all steps. So this is what the test runner, or this is called as a fast forward recording. So here we can see the options are there. First option, it's a play. Play option is there, and the drop down is also there. So play all and play the current step. So if you select a play, then it will run or execute the current step. And if you go with a play all option, it will execute all these steps. Then the second option is there, that is a stop. Third option is there, that is a pause. And the R indicates it's a reset. Suppose I want to re-execute this test if I made some mistake. So then I have to go with the R option. At the time of running, if I find that the particular test case gets failed and I want to log that issue or a bug, so I can select B option. So this is called as a actionable bug. At the runtime only we can submit a bug. So this is what we have to click on the B button. And we can capture the snapshot, then capture the snapshot of that particular error. Even you can capture the entire system's environment. So what is your system configuration is, on which configuration you are running your or executing that particular test case. So you can capture that also. So now manually, if you see this option 6 option, mark the result of each step. So you have to click, single click, then it gets passed. Double click on it, then it gets failed. So you have to click on the single click, then it gets passed. And the 7th step, when you finish all the steps, then you have to click on end test button. Then finally, you have to save and close that particular test runner window. So this is the options you will get it when you select launch Internet Explorer. Okay, so we can select a pass or fail manually. So that is why it is called as a manual test runner. Then I want to submit a bug. Now the expected result is there. MSN web page